Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Ghost and today we're going to be talking about the USS Enterprise. That's right, she is coming to World of Warships Legends, the Big E. So, the World of Warships did an announcement the other day and they basically had a big old thing on the screen, Big E. And that can only mean one thing, USS Enterprise. In case you guys don't know, that is the USS Enterprise's nickname, the Big E. Literally, if you Google the Enterprise, that's what pops up. Or if you just Google the Big E, that's literally what pops up. Again, if I go right here, Big E. Well, I mean, I got a sports Eastern States. Yeah, right now it seems to be popping up some other things. But if you just type in, no, not Big E. I don't know whoever that is. Big E ship. There we go. That's the first ship that pops up. Okay. So, in case you guys don't know about the USS Enterprise, I honestly, I'm so glad that she's coming because of the historical factor. The historical factor is a big one, okay? Enterprise is probably America's most famous ship of all time. In terms of service history, the Enterprise was absolutely everywhere. And you know that one song by Johnny Cash, I've Been Everywhere, Man? Yeah, that's literally the Enterprise's fucking theme song. Enterprise was in almost every fucking battle in the Pacific. As you guys can see here, straight off the U.S. Navy's website, she was at the Doolittle Raid, Battle of Midway, Wake Island Expedition, Guadalcanal Campaign, Eastern Solomons Campaign, Santa Cruz Islands Campaign. She was also present during the naval battle of Guadalcanal. She was present during the Central and South Pacific. I mean, she was everywhere. The Gilberts and Marshall Islands invasions. She was at Leyte Gulf, the Iwo Jima invasion, and she was even she helped bring guys back during Japan's surrender. So she was just everywhere, man. I mean, she was literally doing so much stuff. And her history, the stuff that she actually did, and the amount of ships she actually helped sink and actually got credited for. I believe she got credited for sinking over 70 ships, and I shit you not, she got basically around 1,000 aircraft kills. I'm not even joking. Those aren't even exaggerated numbers. She was credited for sinking over 70 ships and almost, I think, around 1,000 aircraft kills. The USS Enterprise is just one of America's gems, and any carrier that gets named after USS Enterprise is directly named after Enterprise CV-6. So this carrier was one of the most successful, actually she was the most successful aircraft carrier in history. The things that she did, it's just amazing, man. And all in one war. You guys got to keep this in mind. In just 4 years, you know, not even that, really. So, anyway, here's some little stuff they got here about the USS Enterprise. Here's her hull being laid down and stuff like that. Now, in case you guys did not know, I think she was supposed to be a battle cruiser, but she was made into a battleship. Actually, no, that's Lexington. I'm thinking of Lexington. Sorry. But no. So, USS Enterprise, Yorktown. Yorktown and Enterprise were being laid down in their hulls right next to each other at the Newport News Shipbuilding and Dry Dock Company. This was in 1930s. Then in 1938, before World War II broke out, here's Enterprise when she was fully built and out on the sea in her very fresh coat of paint. She was all white and everything before she got absolutely bombed to shit and hit by kamikazes and machine gun fire and shrapnel. This was her on April 6, 1938, sailing the seas, man. Absolutely beautiful ship right there. And then here was her in 1939, another good shot off her port side again, I believe. Again, pretty nice. Still looking pretty good. No battle scars yet. She had no battle history at this time. And then 1941, here's where she was launching planes, it looks like. Well, planes were flying over. It looks like some bombers there. I don't know what those are. You guys can leave a comment. Actually, no, it says right here, SBDs. So these were, yeah, bombers, I believe. Scouting Squadron 6, VS6, over the aircraft carrier USS Enterprise. Enterprise down below. A beautiful shot of a squadron of bombers going over. Absolutely beautiful. I think they were actually scout planes. Now here's another image. 1942. So this is well into World War II. And for the Americans in the Pacific, in case you guys did not know, World War II for the Americans broke out in 1941 upon the attack of Pearl Harbor, December 7th. Looks like cleaning and inspection of a 50 caliber twin machine gun of a plane on board, as you guys can see. Again, the things that our grandfathers and great grandfathers did just is amazing. Here's some of her secondaries at work. Her 5-inch anti-aircraft guns. So those are little secondaries there. Gotta love it. Another image from 1942. Here's another one from 1942. Again, well into service and anti-torpedo plane gunnery practice with the new 20mm guns during maneuvers off of Hawaii. Crew well at work there, training new stuff. Love to see it. And 1942, again, flight deck cruise of USS Enterprise. Rest en route to Guadalcanal Island. Wow. And here's the first image from 1943, I believe. I could be wrong. I don't know. It doesn't have a date, but that's the image. It's right on the home page there. Beautiful shot, again, off her port side. And the final image, USS Enterprise, getting some battle scars. Looks like some, this is actually same year, 1942, after a Japanese bomber aircraft attack. So again, the history of the Enterprise was just amazing. If we actually go to the Wikipedia page, I know it's not exactly the most perfect page, but I'd say 80%, 90% of the info on here is pretty accurate, okay? It's not like they're intentionally misleading anybody. But, I think they have some images on here that I want to show you guys of just some of the shit that she went through. Her getting bombed at and shot at and all the things, as you guys can see. Near hit during the Battle of Santa Cruz Islands in 1942. A Japanese bomb explodes on the flight deck of Enterprise on the 24th of August, 1942. Here's the deck, as you guys can see, and there's the big bomb impact right there. But it caused only minor damage. Only minor damage. Because again, I think she had an armored flight deck. Here's a pretty crazy image. En route to attack Mackinac Island on November 10th, 1943. This Grumman F-6F Hellcat crash landed on Enterprise's flight deck. At least she landed, it looks like. Damn. All aflame too and everything. And here's Enterprise on the right. So over here with the 5th Fleet at Manjuro, 1944. Again, I mean, just look at our beautiful fleet. We got how many carriers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like we got an Iowa here. Actually, looks like maybe like a South Dakota class. That's definitely an Iowa, I think, out there. Maybe. Another fleet. I mean, just look at that beautiful fleet. Nobody does it better, man, than the United States of America. But anyways, as you guys can just tell, I mean, she had a lot of history. And I'm just scratching on the surface of what she was doing. But I believe during her history, she had over 20 battle stars. And when she came back to port, she was absolutely covered in just scars and everything. She looked like hell, and she was absolutely been put through hell. But unfortunately, they did not save her as a museum ship. It's an absolute crime that they didn't save her as a museum ship. I would have loved to see her today, man. I would 100% go and see her, but unfortunately, it's just not a thing. To see the Enterprise CV-6, but we will be getting her in game, so look forwards to that. I'm looking forwards to it. Again, it's a carrier at the end of the day, so carriers, you know, you can all have your opinions on them. I'm not personally a huge fan of carriers. I think they should have never been added to the game, but there are some out there that I do like the history of, including this one right here, the Lexington. I think Lexington, though, got sank. She didn't really get to live through the whole war, if I am not mistaken, but again, I do like the historical factor on some of them. But does that excuse them for sometimes their unbalanced brokenness? I don't think so. I mean, just because they were really awesome in real life doesn't mean that they should be so in-game. Again, you still gotta, you know, worry about game balancing and stuff like that. I think that's important, right? So, again, let me know in the comments below what you guys think, though. I'm looking forward to it. As an American and as a history fan, I'm absolutely overjoyed. I think I'm one of the people, like one of the few people out there that actually is really looking forward to the Enterprise, mainly because she was the United States' most decorated aircraft carrier to ever be put to sea, I believe. I think out of everything, even on like maybe ship, I think she was the United States Navy's most, just in terms of kills and battle scars and stars and everything. She's been through it all, and literally that song by Johnny Cash, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. That's literally, that should be Enterprise's fucking motto. I've been everywhere, man, because that's exactly what Enterprise is. It's just been everywhere. So, anyways, Hope you all have a good one, everybody. Big E is coming. Next update. I'm looking forward to it. Big E, man. Hell yeah. America.
We're gonna drop the bomb. I can see it from the blood red sky. We got to